it's Addy from the Gastric Couple, and I'm here tonight to tell you about 10 things you might want to know before you consider having weight loss surgery. Hi, I'm back, and I'm going to talk to you about 10 things you may need to know about going in for weight loss surgery. I have some notes. I might look down every now and then. I kind of have them in backwards ordered. My number 10 is when you lose weight, you'll be surprised, very surprised, because I was, that when you start losing a good amount of weight, you're going to find yourself starting to get cold-natured. I know you don't believe it now, but you will. Because I know you're hot-natured now, because you have everything, surrounding you. But you will start getting cold-natured, and you'll be the one, saying, I need some heat, or give me a sweater, or whatever. You will start getting cold-natured. I know, it's unbelievable, but you will. So that's one thing. Number 9 for me is hair loss. Yes, it does happen. I know you've probably heard it already, but it does happen. It happened to me between months 3 and 6 it started, and but mine came out gradually. It didn't come out in gobs like some people say. It comes out in clumps. Mine was more gradual, and but you know what? It came back. It grew back, but it took a while to grow back, and my hair is thicker now. It's back to the original amount, I would say, but I am 4 years out. I can't tell you exactly when I noticed that, hey, everything's okay now, but I took biotin the whole time, and I don't know if your surgeon suggests that to you or your dietitian, but biotin is really good for hair, skin, and nails, and it's something good to take anyway, even if you weren't having weight loss surgery. So keep that written down, and if your surgeon doesn't tell you that, or it's not on the list, ask them if it's okay for you to take it. I mean, I'm sure it will be. It wouldn't hurt you. So just ask them, though, permission, because I'm not a doctor, so I don't want to give you the, advice. So just ask them if they'll approve that, and I'm sure they will. But that helps with your hair loss. So, okay, number 8. Oh, you will be very surprised how much weight you drop initially to where you're going to have to buy the next size down in clothing. You'll be very surprised, and the clothes that you have and now are not going to fit you in a month. You'll be very surprised. So you might want to set aside a little bit of a clothing budget for you, just so you can buy a couple things when you pass through each size. That's kind of what I did. I wouldn't go out and buy a new wardrobe, of course, every size I went through. Even, we were out of town one time, and I had some shorts on, and I didn't have a belt with me. I didn't really wear belts, but I had some shorts on that were falling off of me, literally, like they would come down without the zipper, and being unbuttoned. So I asked my husband, can we go to TJ Maxx and get a couple pair of shorts for me to fit? So we did, and I found out then I had skipped. I had size 8s on, and I skipped right through the 6s, and I ended up being a 4. In that store that day, I had found out I skipped right through the 6. the size 6 clothing, and I went to 4. It was crazy, and you'll find you'll lose like that, and you won't believe it. I mean, it will melt off of you. I mean, yeah, you do have those stalls now and then, especially later when you're really trying to get to your goal after you've lost a whole lot. But but initially it comes off really fast. So have a little bit of a budget so you can go buy a couple things here and there, even if it's at Walmart. Just something. So anyway, okay, next 7. Yeah, this one's just really, everybody complains about, how hard it is to get the protein in right after you've had the surgery. And it is hard to get the protein in. But really, the most important thing is to stay hydrated and please get your water in. Do not skimp out on the water. Drink your water. And, don't worry so much about the protein. It'll come. But immediately post-op, just get that water. And, I want you to do what your doctor tells you to do. I'm not telling you not to. But it'll come. So don't stress about it so much because you'll be able to pick up the pace. I know they shoot for a high number in protein because obviously they don't want you to atrophy your muscles, They don't want you to waste away or anything, so they shoot for that high number, and I think they shoot higher so that if you fall lower, then it's okay. But, my surgeon, after, I went through like a really hard time after my surgery, and if you want to see that, it's under my complications video. Then, or even now, when I went back to see him, I think for my 3-year visit, he told me 60 grams was okay for me. If you're looking at me and you're seeing my eyes a little lazy or sleepy, I had earlier this week I woke up with, how you wake up with that sand in your eye, and my cornea was scratched, and I've been down all week. I wanted to do this video pretty much all week, but I couldn't put makeup on or anything, or couldn't see. I couldn't drive for like 3 days, so that's why you might see my eye a little squinty over there. So anyway, okay, next one is one that most people have an issue with. Not everybody does, but a lot of people do. Yeah, so the next one is constipation. A lot of people complain about that, and it's a normal outcome, I think, especially, in the first few weeks too, because you're not really putting a lot of stuff into your gut to come back out. So you might not have those real formed stools like you're used to. I'd say take a stool softener if, of course, again, I'm not the doctor, so okay it with them. We have ourselves, between my husband and I, taking a laxative. Don't get in the habit of doing that, but, every now and then if you have to. Okay, next is 5, dumping syndrome. I'm going to tell you about this one because this one is one I didn't listen to. I thought, I had my gallbladder out about 18 years ago, and they had a dumping syndrome that was, hey, you need to run to the bathroom and dump. It was like that. So when I heard about this dumping syndrome, I thought it was the same thing. I didn't know it was a different term. So I just dismissed it and thought, whatever. So I didn't know I was having dumping syndrome because I would eat too many carbs, and I would end up on the sofa just moaning and groaning and having all those symptoms of dumping syndrome, and I didn't realize I was having it until I think it was maybe a YouTube video that was talking about it, and I was like, that's me. Oh my goodness. And then I researched it and found out that's exactly what I was having. I was having dumping syndrome because I tended to go towards the carbs a little too much, and I'm not a sweet person. Like I don't go towards sweets at all, and I guess I thank the Lord for that because I don't have that trouble. But carbs, that is my thing. I do like carbs, and unfortunately, I do. Now I was getting dumping syndrome so bad, though, that and so often, it really made me straighten up and fly right. But I would, one of my episodes, we had a glucometer because of I had to have one during my the illness I had with my complications from the surgery, and we checked my blood sugar one time and it was 33, and that's really low. It should be 80 to 120, so it was really bad. And anyway, um, learn about dumping syndrome because it can happen. Stay away from the carbs and the sweets like they tell you to. Okay, number 4, the hunger pains. They actually, I was told, I think by my surgeon actually. I think it was my surgeon who told me that they actually cut the part of your stomach out that produces the growling in your stomach to tell you you're hungry. So that is why you need to pay attention and eat those, 5 small meals a day, and because you're not going to feel hungry. And that was very true. I didn't have hunger pains until about a year ago. So it took me about 3 years to even feel growling noises, and it still kind of alerts me a little bit now when I feel it. It's like, oh my goodness, I'm hungry. That's weird. I wish they'd go away because it was kind of nice when I didn't have them. But yeah, so you honestly really don't feel them for quite a while, and I don't know when everybody's truly comes back, but mine took about 3 years. So let's see. I don't think there was anything else in that. Okay. Number 3, you absolutely can stretch your pouch out. So whether you've had the RNY or the VSG, you can stretch it out. Now, Joe, my husband, stretched his vertical sleeve banana sized pouch out, and he put on 40 pounds back on. After he got to around 210 pounds, he went to 250. And now he's back down. He's in the 190. He's almost 190 now. He stretched his stomach out, just stressing over me being ill. Emotional eating, like, most people do. So, anyway, it's not hard to do. And I mean, I've sat and watched YouTubers talk about stretching it out, and they go through the drive-thru of McDonald's, get a Big Mac combo, go large, and then drink a whole entire large soda on top of it. And I don't understand how in the world, and that was with an RMY, how in the world did that pouch get so big that they could do that, honestly? And they gained back every pound and then more. So I don't understand. And then some people get a sleeve surgery and stretch it out all the way and then go in for a revision and have an RNY behind it because they stretched it. I mean, it's just incredible, guys, what can happen. So you have to be very, very careful. And I'm 4 years out, and I still have restriction in my stomach. And Joe, what he did when he hit that 250 mark, shrunk his stomach back. He has a video on that, how he did it. He went back to broth, the pre-surgery diet, and he shrunk it back, and now he has restriction. Neither one of us can eat any more than what we could really with the diet in the first place. So Well, I mean, a little more. I mean, we're not at a fourth of a cup. We can eat like about a half cup and we're done. So we're not stretched out. So just don't do it because it can happen. Okay, number two. This one really boils my blood. Weight loss surgery is not a cop out. It's not. It's not easy. It's not the easy way out. And I hate hearing people say that. Do you know how many people out here on the YouTuber world that keep this a secret? I keep it a secret. I don't want people to know. I haven't told a lot of friends. My family knows, my close friends know, but everybody else I know doesn't know. I know I'm on YouTube, and maybe they'll find me or whatever. But most people don't tell people because they're shamed. It's not a cop out. It is hard. This is not an easy journey. It is hard losing weight this way. It is not easy. And so don't listen to the haters because there are haters everywhere. And don't listen to them. Put them in the back of your mind and just don't even think twice about them. Don't think about them because they're there and they don't mean anything. Just squish them. Okay. And then number one, and it sort of goes to number three here, but this is not a miracle surgery. It is only a tool for you to use. It's not miracle. You will not just simply all of a sudden appear thin and get there and then you never gain again. You have to work at it. This is a tool again. It helps you lose weight as long as you follow your diet plan from the dietitian. If you start eating bad, you'll regain. If you start eating a lot more, you'll stretch your stomach. You have to listen to what you've been told. It's not a miracle. So don't treat it like it's a miracle diet or a miracle plan. And take the tool and use it right. And I think if you will just do that, you will have long-term success because I wanted to look up the success rate for all this, in the long term, 5 years down the road. I don't know. I mean, I'm 4 years out. I had a lot of complications, but for 2.5 years, I've been at my goal weight. I sit right at 120 to 125 pounds, and I've been here for 2.5 years, like I just said, and I don't fluctuate. This is it for me. I'm not gaining, so I just use my tool to still help me. I don't stretch my stomach, and I eat, relatively. I can eat pretty much what I want to eat, but I watch it also. I don't go overboard with bad things. So anyway, I hope this has been helpful to you. And if you're getting ready for surgery, I really hope it's been helpful. If you've just had surgery, then maybe you can take some of the content and use it as well. So I will see you later, and I hope you watch more of our videos, and we have plenty out there to watch and entertain you. So this is Addy from the Gastric Couple, and I'm out.